now having a new type of conning, but I don't know why. I thought conning is supposed to change every now and then. When you discover it, they go to another system. My law teacher, Mr. Nyaseda, who later became the Inspector General of Police, used to tell us, while teaching us for the Special Inspectors course, used to tell us that con man or con woman comes from the word confident man or confident woman. The greatest asset they have is being confident and being cool. Now, sometimes back, you could get a phone call. You are told, habari, napenda nijue ninazungumza na nani. Unajua hii simu yako tumegundua kwamba imekuwa registered kwa watu wawili. So tulikuwa tunataka tukufahamishe na hapa ni Safaricom call center. There's a time I cheated that person. He heard I was somewhere where people are talking, na kuomba tafadhali, unasikia uko pahali ambapo kuna watu, na kuomba tafadhali utoke. And it's very polite. Hey, you know, the problem we have is jail, those senior criminals are not supposed to do anything. They stay 25 hours a day doing nothing. So they collude with prison officers to get phones, and that is when he calls you. Naomba utoke pahali ambapo kuna makelele sana uende. The trick is, if you continue talking to him, people around you will tell you that you are going into a trap. So I said, mimi nikiweta, I cheated him at I'm a person living with disability, and the person who handles me, the person became rude and started abusing me. That is another thing they use. Once they discover that you have noted them, they'll use a lot. They have that psychology that they'll start using abusive words to you so as you get annoyed. The best thing is when they become abusive, don't disconnect their phone, because they'll still call you. Just place the phone aside, let him talk 20 hours. You'll not have heard. You know, when you have abusive words, if you have not heard them, they'll not hurt you. So they used to use that, but nowadays they have changed that. Nowadays they either hack somebody's Facebook or they hack somebody's WhatsApp. And their system is just simple. How are you? Fine. You want to talk to that person in vernacular? He does not want. He's just, okay, you say, can we, and then you start talking. The best thing, when you find somebody, there are those things that these people tell you, which we will share, and I'm sure you have also heard it. Everybody you talk to has a different way you talk to. If you don't talk to differently, you come from one place, or you went to the same school and hotel. Just ask him, do you remember what Banot said when we were in Form 2? That is in case you are in the same school with him. And you'll find that the person is ignoring such things. Or you may find that there are some people, you come from the same place. Like where I come from, Luandeti. You may find that there is so much intermarriages that you meet somebody, in one relationship, you are his uncle, another is your brother-in-law, another one, he is your uncle, the other one, you are his uncle. So when you meet such a person, according to where I come from, you sit down and agree. Sit down and agree, of all 5 relationships, which one would you take? Like one, I just told him, we are age mates, so let us call each other Bakoki. So somebody's Facebook is hacked. He starts telling me, umesikia, have you heard of this Becky promotion? I tell him, Bakoki. I say, he ignores that and goes again, this thing is real. I was also told that I didn't believe it. I went, I tried, and this, you see what I've won. I knew it was not my age mate, because my age mate, the way I know him, although I'll not mention his name, we can talk for 20 minutes before we go to the topic we start. His father was a police officer, just like my father. We are age mates. We were born the same year. We went to the river the same year. We were classmates. So there are so many things we talk before we now talk what we wanted to talk. But when I talk to him on Facebook, the fellow now goes, he ignores everything. I tell him, and ukipita huko susalimie titim or whatever. He just goes straight. I didn't know that. I didn't even believe that Becky, someone could win ABCD. And then he sends some messages from some Safaricom, where the first one he has won 30,000. The balance is 37. Then a few minutes later, he wins another 32,000. And instead of balance going to 67, the balance is 15,000. He does not know that he's dealing with a detective. So he goes to an extent and shows me those two. And then I ask him, are you a Christian? He says yes. Now can you send me the fungo la kumi that you have sent to your church? In the next 3 minutes I find that I've been blocked. I've even had WhatsApp. I don't know what tactics. And you see, people, I also used to blame people. People blame each other. Or there are those links that they say don't open unless you are over 18 and whatever. I've kept all those things, but somebody hacked my YouTube. So, as far as we can blame those people for opening those things, but I don't know how these people now come and even interfere in somebody's Facebook or even WhatsApp. This one about WhatsApp, this gentleman, I don't know what he did, but he went to a police officer's he opened a new line, then placed, if you check with the Truecaller, it places the name of a police officer. Okay, coincidentally, this person was a police officer. So you find, you go to a Truecaller, you find that it is registered in the name of that police officer. Coincidentally a police officer, because that person was a police officer. Now he even takes the picture of that police officer in police uniform. Tells me, hey, umejua hii nini imekuja juzi. I even didn't know that it was true. I tried. What I did was, first of all, I saved the number as the third line for this police officer, because there was that picture of his. And you see, when you are told to save a number, you save it. You are asked if you want to add on an existing number. I added to the other two, his Safaricom and his Airtel. And I rang him. Told him, hey, bwana, kumbe uko na line mpya? He said, no, you are the 20th person who's telling me that a conman is using my particulars. So, tujulishane, tuelimishane, so that the Kamiti people, and maybe we should even ask the government that it does away with these idle people at Kamiti. They should be given a lot of work. This thing of having 3 meals and staying for 30 minutes sunshine, the other time they are using a lot of time in conning people. They come and befriend prison officers. When they befriend prison officers, they send the prison officers to buy them phones. And if there is a plan also to check the prison, whether there are phone calls, these same police prison officers tell them to hide. They even go and get them and hide them phone. I don't know where. There was a story once that the government wanted to plant jamming devices in all prisons. That's Kenya for you. They sit down, discuss, do anything, and then those things will pile. Another time there is a lot of conning. They'll also come up and say, sit down. Instead of even taking the file that they had prepared previously, they'll come up with a new proposal, new commission. They'll sit down, discuss, decide, and do nothing. Thank you.